Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn with Kunjan. Today we are going to talk about Chat GPT. It's been a big boom since November 2022 because Chat GPT has an impact not just in computer science industry but across the industry. So it is a big deal. So now, but what is Chat GPT? We are going to have all the myths cleared about that today. So, ChatGPT is essentially the generative AI. What is generative AI? Okay, so if you are wondering the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning, there is a video already out there, so check that out. So AI is capability of being able to listen, understand, and respond, right? What is generative AI aspect of it? That it is able to generate the information that you had not taught it before. So it is like, I'll give you an example that you teach your kid second grade math, first grade math, and that's what you taught your kid. Now, there is some question which actually needs combining the information from first grade and second grade and choosing some creativity. That's where you use Chat GPT, or that's where essentially the Chat GPT's generative power comes in, where it is able to consume, take the information that was already provided to it, like first grade, second grade math, and it is able to generate some new information. For example, I'll give you if you ask it, can you use the storyline of movie Sholay and movie Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, and then you generate a new movie out for a new movie script for me. So it is able to do that. And how? And that is the generative capabilities. Of course, AI, because it's nothing. This is all artificial there. So it is able to generate that new information for you. That's why it is generative AI. All right. So now, how is it really works, or what's there? And another example I'll give you is like generator. Like when we don't have the electricity, the generator kind of shows you that there is electricity, right? It creates that illusion for you that electricity is there, which essentially is not there, but it generates. So similarly, Chat GPT creates that illusion for it that it has that understanding, that it really gets that what words should come next and how to respond to some particular questions, but it does not really understands it. So the way it does works is the context. For example, if I tell you that I like to study, so I'm going to school. So now it's when I tell you this already that I like to study, it means it will be very clear that I like to go to, it will be like some school or some college, some institutional, some educational institution, right? Because the first sentence provided you the context, right? That I like to study. So now, similarly for Chat GPT, it essentially is built on the large language model. And what is happening in that large language model, that it has got the context, how it got that context, because it essentially parsed through the complete World Wide Web, all the information which was on the web by November of 2022. It was trained on that. It is a large language model, deep learning model, built on all the information which was available on the internet by 2022 November. And it is able to understand the context from there. Remember the example, like I like to study. So with that example, it's basically now able to predict what is the next thing that somebody wants to say from there, right? So that is the understanding the context aspect and using that context to be able to determine what will come next, right? Okay, so that is how underneath the large language model works and the Chat GPT's mechanism. Now, so basically, if in any of the conversations, if somebody talks about Chat GPT, so immediately it is about generative AI, it is about large language models, and what comes with that is like how to really make use of these large language models. In the previous screen, like you saw the prompts, right? It's very important because how to get the right information from these LLMs, your prompt has to be very precise. That's where the prompt engineering is becoming like a full stream of workspace, because that's how we can determine how to get the right answers from the Chat GPT. Now, another aspect is hallucinations, right? Because it is able to generate new information. So sometimes it would tell you the information which was not really accurate, which was not based on the facts. So you can set up as a parameter, like saying that just look at these documents and based on just these the facts from these documents, give me the information. Don't really be generative or creative there. So those aspects you can set. And still, there is human involvement needed because it can hallucinate, it can provide you incorrect information, and the accountability still lies on the human. So that's where we just talked about it being a generative AI. And remember the example I gave you about the kid who was trained on, or who was taught first grade and second grade math. That's the aspect of pre-training in Chat GPT, where it was trained on all the corpus of information on the World Wide Web by November 2022, right? So that's that's about the pre-training aspect. And what is transformer? Transformer is basically encoder decoder, which is a concept for the deep learning. We can have a separate talk on that. But essentially, what does it do? The input information, it receives that input information, codes it, and then from there it is able to predict what will be the next based on the context. Context is very important there, right? Like the example I gave you, I like to study. So it is able to predict, I'm going to, next will be sentence will be, last word will be school. So it is able to predict the next word based on the context from the previously. So that previous information, that's the transformers, coder and decoder aspect to it. So that's pretty much in a nutshell about ChatGPT. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and learn with Gunjan. Bye.